Salutations! I am Kartosael and welcome to yet another episode from Tales of Kartonia. I'm back at the old base. In fact, I have been AFK here for quite some time, checking back every now and then to see if some pumpkins have grown. Because, yeah, I need pumpkins. I'll show you why in a second. I have blocked this off because this base isn't safe. I've been attacked by zombies. Had to redo that part because it was blown up by creepers. So yeah, not the safest of locations. We won't be spending a long time here. Actually, what I'm going to do now is just gather some materials. And I'll meet you in the nether. And we're back once again in the nether. And I have changed design. I have, in fact, received these one on both sides. And I like it a lot more now. I filled this in with jack-o'-lanterns or glowing pumpkins, whatever you call them. Just place 3 of them like this and then cover that with a carpet. It's really nice to be able to place carpets on some transparent blocks nowadays. You can also use glass. That will, if I used glass here, it would prevent them from spawning. However, this middle track still allows them to spawn. If you would remove this and put, let's say, half slabs, so it would be a trench, then I would advise to turn these to glass, because then it will be a completely spawn-proof tunnel. Also remove the lighting. However, this design does call for a lot of extra work. If I do not place these torches over here, like so, you get this. And the more torches I remove, the more serious that effect becomes. And I don't like that. So I decided to place those torches. Anyway, I'm not going to furnish this tunnel in front of you because that's just really boring. What I am going to do is change this. Because, well, having a fence to keep my mule here, it's not really what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a parking place for it. A mule, donkey slash horse parking area. So I'm going to carve out a bit of an area and I'll be right back. So I've carved out this area, furnished it a bit, turned the sound down because of all these zombie pigmen, the portal and all the ghasts. It was getting really noisy. And what I'm going to do is make a place for them to park. How I'm going to do it is to use tripwire hooks, put them in there, not over there. I think I might do that eventually. And really, this is not for you. Go away. And like that. And oh no, this has to be transparent. Kind of forgot that. Let's see. Still not working? Come on. There we go. You might recognize what I'm doing right now. It's practically the same as what I did in the horse speed test track. Just to give it a name. So if I run in here on a horse, I will trigger this. And I want this to close. In order to do that, of course, we need these. Like so. That. to close it off completely, just enough to make sure they cannot escape. And now comes the wiring part, which means I am probably going to dig out a bit more around this thing, just to get room to make this work. Now that this has all been dug out, I am choosing this side to start on, because it just has the most room compared to this one. So this is the side I'm actually going to tag the signal off, because if I trigger this, that block and that block, as well as that block and that block, get powered. I only need one of those two sides, and I'm picking this one. So these are the blocks that will get powered, and not that one, like so. Put some dust on there, and just get me some more space. And now that's already pointing a direction. Good. I'm going to use the same trick I also used at the horses, the monostable circuit. So we have a piston and a block. Well, yeah, I didn't really have a fancy block. And a repeater. Like this. I'm completely blocking myself off once again. We have a signal, we have a torch, that's in the way, and I want it to go this direction. And of course I needed to power these two. I believe that this should work. No, no, this won't. It might power that one, but it will not power this one because it's in that direction. We'll have to build a workaround for that. There's no other way. That works. Because this block's here, these two cannot form a line. Let's see if this works. Well, they triggered, but why aren't you working? Oh, that's too low. That's not going to work ever. It's trying to pull power from the repeater itself, and that's not going to work. So I'm going to... What am I? No. That's also not correct. And we'll be doing this in a different way. Like this. You can be gone. And we'll take the signal down here. Which is of course a more clean solution to all this. Because now we don't need this block to cut it off. I hope. There we go. That's easy to solve. There we go. I cannot see those anymore. And yeah, one side is functional. Just put a torch here. And get these back on a bar. And now this one, the lower one, is actually easiest. Remember how I said that those two wires, if you place them like this and then place a block over there, you break the line. if that block you place is transparent, so this isn't transparent at all, because it's a block of cobble. However, a piston is considered transparent and therefore it will not break the line. Half slabs work in that way as well. So this will just continue with the power. I hope it's long enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it should be sufficient. However, even though it doesn't cut the line, this redstone wire is pointing at this piston, and thus if this wire gets powered, so does the piston. Theoretically at least. And now we need to repeat what we did over there. Means you are going to need a bit more space. I was just thinking that they put, for some reason they decided to put random bits of lava in the nether. So you're just digging and suddenly there's lava. Just one source block hidden in a wall. And it would really suck if that would happen right now, because all my redstone work would burn. Let's see if this works. No, it does not. Why not? It's probably because this signal is now too long. That's my guess. Luckily we have one more repeater and no way out. There we go. Something. Redstone, not yet my best thing. It looks a bit derpy, but I guess it's okay. I can still get out easy. There we go. So technically, what this will do like that. And he can't jump out because he's too wide. However, oh my word, I'm sorry. Sorry. Get back in there. I deliberately chose not, not doing this block would look better. However, if I go in and out of this chunk, it's a good thing I didn't place one of those over there. No constructing with a mule inside. Yeah, just if I didn't place that block and I would go out of the area and back into the area, then they have a chance to stand here, be loaded in this spot, and that means they are stuck in either one of these columns and they will suffocate. Just like last episode I talked about never using a lower opaque block, and that's why. So, parking lot. Oh, another fancy thing I discovered, which I thought they had removed. If you grab a block, a stack preferably, and double click while holding shift on the same item, you place all those items back into the chest, or the other way around, like that. But I don't want all the cobble. So what you have to do is grab it, hold shift, double click on a different stack of the same item. Marvelous. And we're back at Kartonia. The next thing I want to build here is a building for the forge and a building for the blacksmith. Although the blacksmith won't be happening this episode, and I'm not sure if I can finish the forge in this episode, I will start on that. Of course, this design looks very natural, whereas the forge and blacksmith are both very industrial buildings. So that takes a bit of tinkering to make sure that will still look okay. I'm going to start laying out not over there. Laying out the bases of the forge, like so. And not like so, just making another circle. It's been a while, I'm actually forgetting how to make those circles. Yeah. There's 1 block and 5. Alright, that's okay. 5, 1, and another 5. Nope, not like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dandy. I am currently in the what is it? 19A snapshot. The 21A snapshot has also been released, and I have played that for 2 minutes maybe, something like that. Not a very long time. I will explain why in a second. Now, those designs, the columns, were made out of logs. Let's clear this. So these places over here that I am now removing, they were logs. And that's where I'm going to change it up. To give them more of an industrial look, I'm actually going to use cobble for the pillars. And that's actually the only change I'm going to do from that design, because I don't want it to differ too much, but just enough. So while I'm constructing it, just like I did over there, I will tell you why I'm not running 21A snapshot. There are some cool things in there. For instance, you can now access the donkey or mule. Monkey. There you can access the chests from just sitting on them and pressing E. However, there is a disadvantage. Right now, if you put chests on a donkey or a mule, they get a lot of extra inventory, a full chest size. Whereas that's going to be changed to be just 15 extra slots. It's still a bit extra, but it's a lot less, which I find disappointing, to be honest. I really like that lots of extra space, but I guess it's a bit overpowered. I don't know. I don't really know what those guys at Mojang are thinking. But not only that, when you first start up the snapshot, it actually removes all the saddles and all the armor, and all the contents of chests, all mules and donkeys and horses. So when I logged in, I suddenly had a rainbow dash without any armor and without a saddle. I hope they fix that. It's the main reason why I make a backup of my world before I start playing in a new snapshot. If I didn't do that, I would have lost quite a lot of saddles and gold armor and all the items that were in my mule's chest. It wasn't a lot, but it was still a pity to lose. So, not too happy about that. I think you can imagine. And that's the greatest downside of that snapshot. However, there is another one. Yep. You can no longer sprint. Or you can sprint, to be honest, but you're not going any faster. You're burning up food, but you're not going any faster, which kind of defeats the purpose of sprinting in the first place. So yeah, speed potions also do not work. And how sure am I of that? Well, pretty sure, because if you remember that horse thing I built to check speeds, I also made a smaller one in creative to test if that would work out or not. And I just walked across, and where is my cobble? I just walked across, sprinted across with speed potion every time Why am I getting cold? Every time I ran across it, it was the same. It wasn't going any faster, it wasn't going any slower. And yeah, that's not how it's supposed to be, I reckon. Oh, I did have those in my inventory. Whatever. So, not too happy about that. I am guessing they will be fixing that one. I'm not quite sure if they actually can prevent the armor and stuff despawning from the horses, because it's... When you look at the programming with these things, it really does change a lot to it. So first off, they just had... I think they had attributes, and giving them stuff would fill those attributes in. Now they have their own kind of inventory. It's a transition between two different sets of code. And yeah, I'm not sure if they will be able to do that. If they are able, well, my congratulations. If they aren't, I'll be really sad. But I'll live with it. As soon as they fix the entire sprinting and speed thing. Alright, time to fill in some leaves. Yes, it's over here. That should be enough. Let's ditch the flowers. I'm not strong seed here. No, I'm not. There we go. Leaving this open for a very specific reason. And that's wrong. I'm really good at placing blocks at the wrong place. And over here. See my previous comment. Right. That's... Which one did I... There you are. Finish it over here. Over here. It's still spawn proof, my village thing, I think. I hope. Of course I need to fill this out with birchwood, and I'm really good at knocking out torches when I don't want to. Yeah. So, that's really not the best angle. So this is how it will look. It's obviously a bit more industrial. Did I forget to... Oh yeah, I forgot the upper ring again. The upper ring? Yeah. The ring around that tops off the first row of leaves. This one. I forget that pretty often. I don't know why. Anyway, why I'm leaving that entire side open instead of placing a door, because I'm adding another module, another piece of building on the side of it. This is just going to be for the chests, and the actual forges are going to be an extension of this area. Right. Hello. This shovel. There we go. Probably not enough space, but we'll see. No. See, these need to go. There we are. So this is part of the new structure, and then I should remove these. And these. Wow, I actually missed that torch. Which is a good thing, but still, it's kind of weird. And we need one over there, and over there. And I'm going to create a rough outline. A rough outline has been made, as you can see. I'm now, dang it. I want to say that I am now starting to lay out the top area, but I fell. Like this, like this, like this, I suppose. Yeah. I haven't really prepare this part of the architecture very well. Oh, stop bugging out please. Like this. I want leaves over there, I think. Yeah, I'm thinking out loud, sorry. So yeah. I am loving the new snapshots nowadays though. They are adding a lot of cool stuff. Like the colored clay. I really had to get used to that. That entire stained clay thing. I was personally hoping for more vibrant colors like the wool. But, you know, I've watched other people's comments and they were all really enthusiastic. So I figured, you know what, they're not going to change this. I'm one of the few who doesn't really like it, so I'll just learn to love it. And what a lot of people are saying, they have very good points, is it's not a replacement of wool, but a addition to wool. Because wool is very bright, vibrant and colorful. And I really like that, but I don't like the texture of it. I was hoping they would change that, but they're not. It's okay, I suppose. No, we really needed to go down one. Anyway. Wow, just brain stopped for a second. And again. Do that. No, let's not do that. Yeah, I also had trouble with this end. I guess just leave it open. Come back. There we go. So this is going to top it off. Like so. Oh, I already did that one. Oh, of course. Never mind me. I don't. Misplacing blocks all around. We'll see how that sorts itself out. Time to fill in some leaves and I'll be back. Filled in the leaves and the floor. Also decided to change this lower one to a stone brick instead of cobble to get the 3 again. Now going to place some carpet like so, not like that. There we go. You need to change. Yeah, of course need some carpets over here. Yeah, that's okay, I suppose. Maybe not. Maybe I'll change this one. And one thing we still need to do, want to do. Yeah, I kindly placed all these then. And I thought, well wait, we still need the place to put the forges, and that's going to be in these two. You've seen me build forges before. I'm not going to do that again. I'm also not going to implement a sensor like I did last time. What I do want to do is make it look a bit fancier. So I'm going to make something that represents a chimney, at least from the outside. Like this. So let me go up. Just to give it a bit more of an industrial look. And these, and I'll place you over there. This one isn't going to be symmetrical in any way. And it's going to be quite high, I'm noticing. So, place it. Oh. You might want to try placing the correct block. Nah. Where do I want you? Oh, I guess I'll... Yeah. like so. That's... Ow. Let's just take a look at that. Eat some beef. It's okay. I don't like that one though. I'm also going to heighten this a bit. Please show that. Much better. I'm going to do the same over here. Make another chimney. Not identical. Again, to combat the symmetry just a little bit. So it's going to be like this. That one went in first, so that's going to change. Let's do this. Really change it up. Changing you before that one will be really weird. Let's get you down. And then you. And then you. Is it higher? Oh yeah. Quite a significant amount. That's also meaning it's going to hurt me more. No, it doesn't. Quaint. Well, I'm kind of liking it. I'll probably change out some of those blocks with mossy cobblestone, just to give it a bit more of an interesting look. But I do like the look of the building now. It remains in the same theme, but it looks like it's meant to, a lot more industrial. So, I should build a railing around this, but that will make it so much bigger. So let's get a look from up top. I think I want to top those off, actually. Looks really weird. Oh, come back, come back. Can I make it? Yeah, I can. Let's top it off. And that was just a fail. Yeah, I think that looks better. Make a place for the sign, like so. I might want to change that one too. Oh, I'm really nitpicking about this. Where did my leaves go? Awkward. Whatever. Yeah, I think that looks better. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. So, the forges will be built in these little coves. So we have the forge there, and we have a hopper and a chest and the other stuff, you know, stuff. And I'll do that off camera. In fact, I'll do that off episode. That's not really a term, but it is now. Yeah. In case terms don't exist, just create them. Why not? And don't give me a list of reasons, please. Because I know there are many. I just don't want to hear it. Alright, so that's for that. On that note, we will end this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you again next time.